Sometimes, the smallest thought can change an entire life. But what if I told you that one old woman's simple words transformed an entire village? Welcome to Catching the Current, where stories inspire, motivate, and remind us of the true power of hope. If you love meaningful stories with powerful life lessons, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Now let's begin today's story. Once upon a time, in a quiet village between green hills and a gentle river, lived an old woman named Mayavati. Her hair was silver like moonlight, and her face carried the soft wrinkles of age. But her eyes were bright, warm, and full of kindness. She lived alone in a small wooden house under a giant banyan tree, where she sat every afternoon, listening to people and comforting their troubled hearts. Life in the village was difficult. Crops failed, storms destroyed homes, and sickness arrived often. But the villagers found strength in Mayavati's calm presence. One afternoon, a young woman named Lyra ran to her crying, saying, "Mother Mayavati, I am scared. My husband went to the city for work but hasn't sent money. My children are hungry." Mayavati held her hand and asked, "What do you think will happen?" Lyra replied through tears, "I fear the worst. Maybe he didn't find work. Maybe he forgot us." Mayavati shook her head and said, "When you fill your mind with fear, fear grows. When you fill your mind with hope, courage grows." Lyra asked, "How can I think good thoughts when everything is going wrong?" Mayavati smiled and said, "Let me tell you a story." She told Lyra about a beggar who once cried by a river because he believed he had nothing. An old woman told him to look at the river that flowed without stopping, the trees that survived storms, and the sun that rose after every dark night. She said, "If you only think about what you lost, you will always be sad. But if you notice what remains, strength will return." The beggar changed his thinking and slowly rebuilt his life, not by magic, but through hope. After the story, Mayavati told Lyra, "Your world may not change immediately, but when you change your thoughts, hope grows, and hope guides you forward. Every morning say, 'Today will be a good day.'" Lyra tried. Each day she repeated those words, and though life was still hard, her heart felt lighter. Weeks later, a letter arrived from her husband. He had found work, sent money home, and was returning soon. Lyra cried with joy and ran to Mayavati. "You were right. Hope changed everything." Mayavati smiled and said, "Problems will always come, but a hopeful heart can overcome them." Soon the entire village came to Mayavati with their fears. Farmers, widows, children, merchants, and she told them all the same message. Think good thoughts and good will come. Her wisdom spread peace throughout the village, and under the great banyan tree, Mayavati continued to give hope to every heart that came to her.